Remember that on one side there are big arrangements being made for the Ram Temple construction, which is in the final phase, and then opening its doors on 22nd January and 23rd for the public. But it's already become a political showdown. The war of words between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the left parties over the consecration ceremony, invitations being sent. CPM Ram Yeshuri received an invitation. But he's now saying that religion is a personal choice, not to be converted into an instrument for political gains. Yechuri has further added that CPM policy was to respect religious beliefs and safeguard the right of every individual to pursue their belief. Meanwhile, Congress has also agreed with the CPM here, calling this a BJP event being organized. The grand old party took a jibe at Prime Minister Modi directly and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath for sending out invitations the way he did, and also slammed BJP for doing Mandir politics ahead of 2024 Lok Sabha elections.
लेकिन उन्होंने मना कर दिया है। आपने खुद निमंत्रण दिया था, आप कैसे महसूस करते हैं?
निमंत्रण हमने नहीं दिया, प्रभु श्री राम ने उनको एक अवसर दिया कि वो आए, आकर आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करें। प्रभु श्री राम के द्वार उनके लिए हमेशा खुले हैं। कुछ परिस्थितियां होंगी उनकी, हो सकता है कोई उनकी राजनीतिक परिस्थिति हो सकता है कोई और कारण हो। हम इन विषयों में नहीं जाना चाहते। हमारा निमंत्रण तो सभी हिंदुओं के लिए है कि आइए 22 जनवरी को रामलला के दर्शन करिए और पहली आरती में सहभागिता लीजिए। अगर आप वहां नहीं जा सकते हैं, अयोध्या नहीं आ सकते हैं, तो हम सबको बोल रहे हैं कि उस दिन अपने पास के मंदिर को ही अयोध्या जी समझकर वहां आइए। सभी मंदिरों में लाइव सजीव चित्रण हो रहा है, टेलीविजन लग रहे हैं, एलईडी स्क्रीन लग रही हैं, आप वहां पर दर्शन करिए। हो सकता है सीताराम येचुरी जी अपने पास के मंदिर में उस दिन दर्शन करें।
देखिए, जो चाहते ही नहीं थे कि भगवान राम का मंदिर बने, जो चाहते ही नहीं कि इस देश के लोग अपने अपने धर्मों का आस्थापूर्वक पालन करें, वो कल भी नहीं चाहते थे, आज भी नहीं चाहेंगे। उनका फ्रस्ट्रेशन ये देश समझ रहा है, हम भी समझ रहे हैं।
उनको पता नहीं कैसे राजनीति से प्रेरित लगता है। असल में उनकी तो शुरू से राम के प्रति जो मैसेज है वो शुरू से एक ही रहा है कि वह राम में विश्वास ही नहीं करते। वो तो धर्म में विश्वास ही नहीं करते, लेफ्ट वाले तो कभी करते नहीं। और वह तो उन लोगों के साथ थे जो कहते थे कि राम काल्पनिक है, उन लोगों का समर्थन करते थे। तो ये तो कोई नई बात नहीं। हाँ, पूरा देश आज राम मंदिर को, जो नया भव्य मंदिर का उद्घाटन होना है, उसका इंतजार कर रहा है 22 तारीख के लिए। उनके आने ना आने से फर्क पड़ने वाला नहीं, परंतु जहां उनका राज है केरल में, वहां से भी बेतहाशा लोग राम मंदिर जिस दिन उद्घाटन होगा या उसके बाद रामलला के दर्शन करने आएंगे।
आई एम वरीड अबाउट इट। आई एम वरीड अबाउट इट बिकॉज आई सी too much importance given to religion. I see that democracy is being undermined. When Prime Minister of a country for 10 years does not give a press conference, that bothers me. When everyone thinks that everything good that happens in the country is only because of Prime Minister, that bothers me. When Prime Minister has no problem giving name to a national stadium on his own name while he's alive, that bothers me. So there are signals I'm getting which says we are on wrong direction. When nation is all involved in Ram Temple, Ram Mandir, Diya Jalao, okay, that bothers me.
देखिए, येचुरी की बात बिल्कुल ठीक है। राम मंदिर की अलहदा एक कमेटी है, लेकिन लग ऐसा रहा है जैसे ये सारा कार्यक्रम भारतीय जनता पार्टी कर रही है। प्रधानमंत्री वहाँ जाएंगे, योगी आदित्यनाथ जाएंगे, वही लोग इनविटेशन भिजवा रहे हैं, किसको भिजवाया जाए किसको ना भिजवाया जाए। तो राम मंदिर के नाम पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी न सिर्फ ये कि राजनीति कर रही है, उसका राजनीतिक फायदा 2024 के चुनाव में उठाना चाहती है, और ये बात असंवैधानिक है।
All right, so that's the political showdown that started. But remember, there are massive preparations being made in the holy city. And that's where, in the next few weeks, barely days to go, in fact, 22nd January will be the concluding day. A week before that itself, there are going to be the consecration ceremony. Massive arrangements have been made there in Ayodhya. But it's not just about the Ram Temple. Remember, the sentiment has engulfed the entire city and entire country. And joining me right now in this live telecast is Gaurav Sawant, who's travelled all the way to Ayodhya, driven his way through to ensure he captures the mood, not just in Ayodhya, but en route as well. Gaurav is joining me, interestingly, from a very specific location, which is Hanuman Gadi Temple, which holds as much significance for the protecting deity, Lord Hanuman, with regard to Ayodhya. Gaurav joining me this morning. Gaurav, go ahead. What is the mood like, the last phase of the construction of the temple? And clearly, right now, all the eyes will be on Ayodhya, which is going to attract devotees and visitors from across the world.
You're absolutely right. And in our culture, before you see Lord Ram, before you worship in his temple, you go to Lord Hanuman first. And that is why we begin at the Hanuman Gadi. This, of course, is the road to Hanuman Gadi. And I want to show our viewers how Hanuman Gadi is actually being spruced up. The road to Hanuman Gadi is being spruced up before the 22nd of January. Now, these are special shops that are coming up all over this path, but this isn't restricted just to any one lane in Ayodhya. This entire holy city is undergoing a massive facelift, and we've been coming here over the past several decades from a very small, sleepy town, which of course witnessed history over centuries, to a place which now is bustling with activity. Right now, even as we speak, there are more than 3,500 workers who are working round the clock. And why are we standing here? I want you to see these workers who are now going to the temple. आप लोग कहाँ से आए हैं और किस कार्य के लिए यहाँ जा रहे हैं?
राम भूमि काम करने के लिए।
राम भूमि पर काम करने के लिए किस तरह का काम आप करते हैं?
वो बिल्डिंग का।
अच्छा, लेकिन ये बताइए, 22 तारीख को तो करना है, 22 तारीख तक कितना काम कर पाएंगे?
मंदिर का पूरा काम हो जाएगा, सब बिल्डिंग का हो जाएगा।
और आप लोग रहने वाले कहाँ के हैं?
बिहार का।
आप बिहार के हैं? आप?
हम भी बिहार के हैं।
आप बिहार के हैं?
हाँ।
तो नॉन स्टॉप काम चल रहा है आपका? मतलब सुबह शाम काम चल रहा है?
हाँ, सब
24 घंटा चल रहा है सर काम।
24 घंटे काम?
24 घंटे काम चल रहा है राम मंदिर का।
हाँ।
और काम चलते रहता है बराबर।
अच्छा, ये आप लोग को यहाँ किस भावना से आप लोग यहाँ काम कर रहे हैं कि राम मंदिर पे काम कर रहे हैं?
काम राम मंदिर में काम करने में बहुत गर्व हो रहा है हमको, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और राम काज में बहुत मन लग रहा है।
हाँ,
हाँ।
आप भी राम काज करने को आतुर है। चलिए, बढ़िया है। मैं आपको जय श्री राम। आपको रोकना नहीं चाहूंगा, आप लोग काम कर रहे हैं तो करते रहिए। तो here you constantly see workers who are coming and going, working round the clock, Puja, as this work for phase 1 of Ram Temple, and it promises to be a very, very beautiful temple. Phase 1 would be ready by the end of December. Phase 2, of course, this is going to be a triple storied temple. 161 feet would be the height of the shikhar. Phase 1 is being completed right now, and the idol of Ram Lala. So there are two idols, one that's been there since 1947, and the other that is currently being sculpted. The idol will be taken through the city of Ayodhya before consecration. The Utsav Murti of Sri Ram would be taken through this city, through various temples, including the Hanuman Gadi temple, old temples of Ayodhya, and then Lord Ram will be at the Garbh Greh. Imagine, Puja, this is something for which the believers in Sanatan Dharma have actually waited for close to 500 years, not decades, centuries they waited, and finally it will happen on the 22nd of January.
And the world can learn the manner in which it has been done at a time when there are conflicts and wars across the world. Look how the Indians managed to reclaim their heritage in 2023 and how. Do tell me, Gaurav, you must have been to Ayodhya over the past few decades now. How have you seen Ayodhya change? Even behind you, I see already pillars, constructions, cleaning that's happening. This is Ayodhya getting a complete makeover. It was always a heritage city, but do you think now it is also becoming one of an international standard?
that's the effort. You know, our poets have written about it very extensively. You'd recall Maithili Sharan Gupt had written, "Dekh lo Saket Nagri hai yahi, swarg se milne gagan ko ja rahi." So Saket Nagri is so beautiful that it's as beautiful as heaven, if not more. The effort now appears to be to bring it to its glory of those times once again. So since you know, Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram was the Suryavanshi king, everything here is to do with the sun, including a path that is coming up, and over the next several days we will show you that path. These lights, the Shankh, the Surya, all of these reflect the Suryavanshi parampara of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram and the Ikshwaku clan to which he belonged. This city will have a university, a cultural center. Can you imagine, Pooja? 2 lakh devotees, 200,000 devotees would be able to come, visit the temple. At one point of time, of course, 800 people can enter, but then there is a staging area for those where they can stay, where they can pray. There are, you know, efforts are being made so that there is adequate place for them to stay, to pray. The Saryu River, the Saryu Ghat has been done up so beautifully. The Ram Ki Pedi has been completely done up. All through this city, it has an international airport, the Shri Ram International Airport, a railway station that looks better than most airports. So a lot of effort is being put in phases. Step 1 happening right now, step 2 and 3 over the next several years.
That's absolutely fantastic. The people of Ayodhya are clearly also witnessing the change and the boom that they are set to face. Gaurav, you are where the world's eyes are on presently, the manner in which these arrangements are being made. And it's not just about the Hindu community. Remember, other school of philosophies as well. The world is watching how India has managed with all democratic legal means to be able to get its heritage back. Thank you so much. Gaurav Sawant will be tracking all the latest from Ayodhya. You can track whether it's on social media, whether it's on indiatoday.in, all the latest coming in from Ayodhya. Gaurav, thank you very much for now.